Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken, and thank you for tuning in to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh, and we'll be taking your phone calls tonight. 412-575-2600. Talking about the Buccos' big win in Houston. They take the series against the Astros. It's the first series the Astros have lost at home this year, and the Pirates did it. Pirates improved to 38-41, 3 games under 500 after beating the Astros 10-0 today. Back-to-back wins for the Buccos. Maybe they're turning things around. They got Chris Archer tomorrow in Milwaukee, 3 in Milwaukee, and that's going to be a big tell right there. How they do against the Brewers. They didn't do well against them the last time they played. And now they're at Milwaukee for 5 games behind right now in the division. So a pretty important series against the Brewers. Then another huge series against Chicago coming up. So if they do well, they could definitely make up some ground and get back into the conversation before the trade deadline at the end of July. The big story today with the Pirates, Josh Bell. He hit another home run today, back-to-back homers for Bell. But some bad news for Bell. He did not win the starter's job at first base for the National League All-Star team. He was beat out by percentage of votes to Freddie Freeman. And when you look at the numbers are very comparable. And you can make an argument that, Bell should be the starting first baseman for the National League. I mean, they both have 22, Freeman and Bell. Bell leads the majors with 70 RBIs. Freeman's 7 RBI back was 63. Bell has a 311 average. Freeman 312, pretty close. OPS 129 for Bell, and I think it is 994 for Freeman. So that's pretty close. Total bases basically the same. Freeman has a couple more at bats. It's 195 to 192 in favor of Bell. So numbers are almost identical, but Freddie Freeman maybe a little bit more popular. Atlanta's bigger. Has a bigger fan base than Pittsburgh, so that could play something into it. But, it was, I think what they said on ESPN or MLB Network when they were announcing the starters for both teams that it was the closest race of any position on either team. So Bell lost by 1.1 percentage of votes, something like that. It was 35-5 to 4-4, something in that range, or 38-5 to 37-4. Don't quote me on it, but it was 1.1 percentage points away. And you know what? What I want to see is Josh Bell in the home run derby. The entire All-Star roster hasn't been announced yet, but I would think it's a lock. Paul Zeise is going to join me in just moments, and we're going to talk about who he thinks or what he thinks about Bell losing out to Freddie Freeman as a starter. And I think Bell should no doubt be in the home run derby this year. It's $1 million to the winner. I think Bell is 20. We'll bring in Paul right now. 425 today, Paul, for a home run against the Astros. He hit one yesterday back-to-back for Bell. And do you think he got robbed? I mean, it's fans voting, so it's hard to.
Here's the thing: they didn't vote somebody in that stunk. They didn't vote someone in that.
No, identical numbers.
I mean, but you understand what I'm saying? At least he, Freddie Freeman. If you look at his numbers, he at least is having a legitimate, all-star starter kind of year.
Yeah.
And that's so. Robbed, I mean, it's a popularity contest, and obviously there's a lot more fans in Atlanta than there are here. But, I think that he probably deserves just as much as Josh Bell did. I mean, so, no, I don't think he got robbed. They voted for Freddie Freeman. That's all.
Instead of Josh Bell. It's pretty close, but, I think Josh Bell will be in the home run derby.
By the way, yes.
You would think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because isn't there $1 million if you win?
Yeah.
He's making $500,000.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you're making $10 million a year. He's making $500,000.
But he has to be asked to be in it, though.
I'm assuming they're going to ask.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I mean, the bottom line is, if you're making $575,000, I know Neil Huntington and company don't want him to do it, but I'm making $570,000. I can almost double my pay by hitting home runs.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. By the way, this the Clemson shirt here.
Yeah, I see the Clemson shirt. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, I lost a bet. You know when Pitt played. When Pitt played Clemson.
Okay.
Pitt played Clemson in the ACC title
Yeah,
game.
I was there.
I've got friends that I grew up with who live in South Carolina, are huge Clemson. All of their kids go to Clemson, and this and that and everything.
So you bet this.
I bet why not? And so the bet was if Pitt wins,
Yeah.
right? They all have to wear Pitt gear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To all of the Clemson events they go to in the spring. And I said, and if Clemson wins, I will wear a Clemson. You have to send me a Clemson shirt, and I will wear it on.
And they did it.
So I received it yesterday, and I said I will wear it on TV today, and it will be the last time I ever wear it. But anyway, people might look and say, why is he wearing that shirt?
Not a Clemson fan. So we got to go to break. Back with some of your phone calls, maybe some of your tweets coming up next. You can tweet me at Richie Walsh, at Paul Zeise. Back in a couple minutes.
Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.